up, kids? It's Caleb. This is a different kind of video for me, with a different kind of angle. This is going to be a new series that I'm going to try to do where I actually just update you guys on all nerdy news that I know. Because I like to scour through YouTube and social media. I'm always trying to find the newest news about what's going on. And, you know, I see a lot of other people do this on YouTube, so I thought I'd give it a shot. So, bullet point one. Ruby Rose has actually retired from the Batwoman series, which, you know what? Kind of understand. Seems like it'd be difficult to get in and film that kind of stuff with what's going on right now with social distancing. And also, I heard that she injured herself on set. And also, that show sucks. That show is terrible, and she has about as much acting chops as, I don't know, a piece of straw. She has zero screen presence, and she just did not fit that role, in my opinion, at all. There's somebody else I'm sure they can get that has more presence for that role. The other one that's actually really biggest news, in my opinion, is they are actually releasing the Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut is coming of Justice League. So that movie has a chance, and who knows what's going to happen. It's going to be released on HBO apparently next year, either as a 4-hour-long movie, supposedly, or 6 1-hour installations. I want it. I don't care. I want it. I want to know what his vision was, because what happened to that film, garbage dump. Now, I'm one of those people that actually, I love Zack Snyder's vision for things. I liked Man of Steel. I liked the director's cut of Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. That was actually, I thought, very entertaining and interesting. And who knows, maybe this will revitalize some kind of Ben Affleck Batman. I don't know. I'm pretty stoked about the Robert Pattinson Batman 2, but that seems kind of like in its own thing, and we'll just see what happens, because DC and Warner Brothers probably have the most convoluted perspective of their own vision for what they're doing. So next, this is a little bit strange, but leaked information about a Gears of War 3 port that was made for the PlayStation 3. We all know that game is definitely an exclusive to Microsoft, and it's always been like it's like exclusive series, and there's not a lot of exclusive games on Microsoft systems, so it's actually really cool that they did that. But it's not like real or anything like that, but apparently, I mean, it's real, they've made it, they just want to do like a tech demo, but you're not going to go buy it. I mean, but they'll probably leak it eventually. Another thing that's quite interesting is Nintendo said not to wait. Nintendo said do not wait to release news about your games. Since there's not going to be a Nintendo Direct right now, don't wait. Just release your freaking games or talk about them, because there's this huge delta of space and we need to put some games in there. I mean, of course, there's, you know, Paper Mario is just going to come out in July, just like that all of a sudden, you know, with very little fanfare. We're going to release a AAA game, you know, from ourselves, Nintendo, and here it is. And it actually looks great, in my opinion. So the next thing, there are now new Nintendo games and Super Nintendo games that were released for the month of May. So you can go download those for free just by, you know, clicking on the icon, and boom, you got some new games. And there's some pretty good stuff there. For the regular Nintendo, the standouts for me are going to be Rygar. That's pretty boss, I'm not going to lie. And Tetris Attack, that's cool, that's coming out as well. And Super Nintendo, there really wasn't anything for me I was excited about. I want all the super, you know, high-level AAA stuff we'll probably never get, like Donkey Kong Country and Earthbound and Super Mario RPG and Final Fantasy 39 or whatever. And lastly, there is actually a new game expo coming out, and that is going to be called NGPX. It may be replacing E3, but the most exciting thing, which is why I saved this for the last, the very, very end of it, is that Atlus, as well as Sega, are probably the two main publishers. I mean, they're the same company. So Sega, Index, Atlus, blah, blah, blah. They're going to be talking about their games, and I hope that they talk about Shin Megami Tensei 5, because they haven't even talked about that game since pretty much they announced the Switch. So I'm hoping that now that they're done with all their, you know, Persona 5 like inflation, like they're just obsessed with that game, and it's amazing. It's literally one of my top 10 favorite games. But let's move on. Maybe they can focus on Shin Megami Tensei 5. And there's also some rumors that there may be a new Sonic Adventure game, as well as, this is just rumors, as well as they may actually discuss some further stuff with the Blue Hedgehog, as well as potentially, may just be port begging, but apparently there's been talks of Persona 3 FES, as well as, I don't know how they do this, but remakes or re-releases for every system. Now, up until this moment, it's always been assumed that pretty much Persona is exclusive to Sony, notwithstanding games like, Persona Q and Q2. I never really played those games. They looked a little too much like Etrian Odyssey for me, a little too first-person dungeon crawly, not enough, Persona in that for me. But either way, I mean, I'll take as much Persona as I can get. But I'm not gonna lie, after how freaking awesome Shin Megami Tensei 4 was on the 3DS, and obviously Nocturne being one of the greatest games ever made, my hopes, they're really up there for what they can do with Shin Megami Tensei 5. Every iteration of that game, in my opinion, redefines like what an RPG can be. I couldn't believe Shin Megami Tensei 4 as well as Apocalypse, like how well they like developed that game. Like it was so much fun to play for a role-playing game. And it looks like they're doing something really new with Shin Megami Tensei 5, which is probably why it's taking so long, is they're 3D mapping all these thousands of demons and creatures and historical religious creatures. And that's a hefty job, so that'll be really interesting to see. But yeah, this is my very first episode of my gaming news. So I know it's a little unscripted right now. I may try to get more organized in the future. But if you guys like this, let me know by leaving a comment, down there and below in that comment area where comments happen. Or click the like button or whatever. But anyways, until next time, kids, this has been Nerd News from your boy Caleb at the Game Glyph. And until next time. Bye.